So there are two major concerns about air fryers. The first is whether the non-stick coating is safe. And next, does it produce acrylamide, which is a cancer-causing chemical? So first, let's talk about the non-stick coating. Do they emit harmful fumes when cooking? Well, the good news is no, they don't. Because various studies have shown that the non-stick coating, that is PTFE, starts disintegrating and emits harmful fumes only when it is heated above 260 degrees Celsius. And when you look at air fryers, they can be set to a maximum of just 200 degrees Celsius. So no, the PTF in your air fryer will not disintegrate or emit harmful fumes. In fact, the non-stick pans that you use on your stove top are far more likely to overheat and emit harmful fumes than your air fryer basket ever will. But the next concern about non-stick coating is a bit more real. These coating can peel off with time, especially if you put the tray and basket in dishwasher frequently or if you use steel scrub to clean it. What you could do here is use a soft sponge to clean and line air fryers with parchment paper or use silicone basket whenever possible. So now that we have talked about non-stick coating, let's talk about the next concern, acrylamide, which is a probable carcinogen. It is formed when food is cooked above 120 degrees Celsius through a natural chemical reaction between sugars and asparagine, which is an amino acid found in plant-based food. But it isn't just air frying that produces acrylamide. Any type of high temperature cooking, such as frying, roasting, and baking, produces acrylamide. So now the real question is, how much acrylamide does air frying produce? And this is where things get interesting. You see, all chatter on social media cancelling air fryers is based on a 2024 study by the Frontiers in Nutrition, which said that the highest acrylamide content was found in potatoes cooked using air fryer, followed by deep frying and then oven frying. But then there's another study by the Journal of Food Science in 2015 which says that air frying reduced acrylamide content by about 90% compared with conventional deep oil frying. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. With two conflicting studies, which one do you trust? To figure it out, I dug a bit deeper, and guess what? There is a commentary to the research that villainizes air fryers. I'm linking it in the description if you want to read it, but in layman terms, this is what it means. Critics have raised significant concern about the quality of study in terms of the sample size, inconsistency with other researches, measurement size, and testing methods. Like, for example, the study states that soaking potato before deep frying reduces acrylamide, but the levels they measured were so low that they cannot be detected reliably. For example, several studies have found that acrylamide content in fried potatoes range between 52 to 5,900 microgram per kilo. But then this study reports it between 1 to 16 microgram per kilo, which doesn't really seem possible. So in short, this study cannot really be trusted and you can't say air fryers are bad based on just this research alone. So the bottom line is air fryers may not be perfect, but they're not dangerous either. Instead of falling for the fear mongering, use it wisely because they can be a great tool for healthier cooking. So if this deep dive helped, hit that subscribe button and drop your cooking related questions in the comment section. Thanks for watching.